My distinct honor and pleasure to introduce the first part of today's program. Many of you know that Professor Lovaas, and really he needs no introduction. His work has been widely acclaimed, but even more importantly, is widely used throughout the world. And also many of you know that Professor Lovaas really pioneered the notion of intensive individual work, in addition to working out techniques to implement that work, but the fact that you could work intensively with children who formerly many people believed only had limited potential. And also, Dr. Lovaas, I think, brought to the world's attention the potential of children who had severe and difficult problems. And while I hope you'll hear throughout the day that there may be different ways of working intensively with children, and there may be some different emphases that I hope by the end of the day we'll see how some of these can actually work together, and some of these actually can be combined in very useful ways. But I wanted to give my personal admiration for Dr. Lovaas' pioneering work in opening the door to what I believe will be future generations of discovering new and even more impactful ways of working intensively with infants and children with severe developmental problems. He, more than anyone else, has shown that the nervous system can grow, and that limitations, even if they're documented on PET scans, need not be permanent limitations. So with that brief introduction, let me turn over the morning to Professor Lovaas, and thank him for joining us today.
I want to thank Dr. Greenspan for inviting me to the conference and to the members of the Interdisciplinary Council.
I want to thank Professor Lovaas for can we put this on? Yeah. I want to thank Professor Lovaas for a wonderful, wonderful presentation, not only keeping us laughing, but also helping us become very knowledgeable about both his earlier work and his current work, especially some of the more exciting replication studies. So we're all eagerly looking forward to finding out more about that. Can you all hear okay? Yeah. In a moment, we're going to take our lunch break, but before that, I just wanted to create a transition for this afternoon's presentation, and I wanted to underline Dr. Lovaas' ability to get us laughing and his ability to get that little girl laughing that you saw on the tape. And you saw her whole face brighten and relax, and you saw the engagement and the warmth as she began responding to him as a person and wanting to interact with him, and I'm sure also please him, not just for the water, but because of not just the kissing, but because of the laughter and his ability to create that affective tone between the two of them. And the reason why I'm highlighting this, I'm going to try to persuade Dr. Lovaas this afternoon Dr. Lovaas this afternoon, there's more to a hug than a hug.